It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Jets and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
On 1st and 10, Todd. And Walker has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Looking to throw. Todd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Off play action. Todd. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So here are the Bengals now in great field position to start. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Following the fumble recovery, Anderson out to the flat here for Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Anderson. Again, it's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Anderson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 7 yards, the pickup there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Anderson. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, Todd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. Todd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Todd. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Bengals
team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the gun, Anderson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Anderson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Anderson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff. Johnson. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Back to throw. Anderson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go!
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run on first down. McNeil puts it on the carpet. It's out. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake. Todd. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now a give right side. McNeil. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On second down now. McNeil, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down, that just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Todd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Anderson now on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw is Anderson. To throw on 2nd down. They'll check this down to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curtis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Anderson over the middle, complete. It's Curtis. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Anderson throwing on 1st down. On the slant, complete to Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun, Anderson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. Looking to throw. Anderson. And incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Anderson. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Anderson. He's got Green. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Anderson to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down. Todd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now a second down and 6. Back to throw. Todd. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first and 10, Todd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it a second down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation. situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Todd. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McNeil. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Todd. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
57. Mike, 57.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. On the stop there defensively, Marcus Maye with the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
He's not going to get me. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Check, 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 check.
They go to Johnson again. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
52.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.